It's a meeting between some angry vets who say they were wronged by the VA hospital in West Haven and some of the state's most powerful.
News 8's Chief Investigator David Iverson has that tonight.
Tonight, we're introducing you to another veteran, one who says her care was delayed and it led to further complications. And word from an insider with a possible explanation.
I was angry, and I'm still very angry.
Joan Laredo feels like her days are numbered. Near constant chemotherapy is standing between her and the end of her life.
Joan is the face and voice of what we have seen now documented in the VA. The deadly delays.
She shares her story with Connecticut lawmakers brought together by News 8. After years of frustration, she says she does not trust the VA anymore.
I had a battle for 14 months for them to do this.
The care she was requesting for all that time, she believes could have stopped her from getting ovarian cancer after she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She asked doctors to remove her ovaries. She has a family history. The VA did not do the surgery, according to Salito, citing cost.
I wouldn't have had this cancer.
She tells her story to Senators Blumenthal Murphy and Congresswoman DeLauro, and they say they have the answer: investigations and more money for the VA.
Legislation that we are talking about, which we want to deal with as soon as possible, would allow for $500 million to go to the VA to be distributed to hire the kinds of doctors and nurses that they need.
Joan's case, writ throughout the country again and again and again, is the reason that I've called, and now we have a criminal investigation, because what happened to her is criminal.
Many times clinics cancel. Many times clinic cancel.
News 8 sat down with a former employee at the West Haven VA. This employee's job, whose identity we've agreed to hide, was to schedule or cancel scheduled appointments.
Oftentimes they leave who to cancel, which patient to cancel, in the hands of, it's not low-level administrative staff, it's administrative staff that doesn't know anything about clinical or medical treatment.
What does that mean for the vet on the day-to-day level? Their care is delayed?
Always.
Joan says she's one of those. Appointments for her were scheduled and canceled, and now she's left with a cancer that she believes could have been prevented.
Now I am facing my mortality, and it has not been an easy 4.5 years.
The Senate has already passed a bill that would pump money into the VA system. The hope is to give veterans more options of where they can go to get care.
The second thing the legislation does is that it allows for people to go outside the VA to get care from the community as well, when that expertise isn't available or when the wait times are too long.
The promise of a politician. These veterans say they've heard it before, but do they believe it?
I want to believe it. I absolutely want to.
You're not going to be happy with it, but I feel no.
I'd like to believe it, but I hope it's not just a photo op.
Again, we reached out to the VA for comment. They declined our requests, and they would not comment on the specifics of what that insider said. For the News 8 investigators, David Iverson reporting.